Today we are unboxing McFarlane's Dark Knight Trilogy wave of figures. We've got Two-Face, Batman, the Joker, and Scarecrow. Pretty solid lineup as far as characters go. Some of them look good, some of them look not so good. But I've been pretty excited for this wave since it was announced, so I can't wait to crack these open and take a look at them in person. So let's get to it.
We are tonight's entertainment.
Look at these scars. He turns to me and he says, "Why so serious?" Sticks the blade in my mouth. Let's put a smile on his face.
And here we have the McFarlane Dark Knight Trilogy figures. And most of them are pretty good. Honestly, this Scarecrow is pretty terrible. One, this face is dumb. I think they were trying to do maggots, but it looks more like somebody just spit up milk on his mask. Putting him in the straight coat is, of course, always bad because he can't move or pose, and his arms are always going to be stuck at his side because that just looks dumb. For some reason, they gave him alternate hands when he was the one needing them the absolute least. And then his card doesn't match the rest of them because it's a photo of the figure instead of a photo from the movie, which most of them I think are posters or at least promotional stills from one of the Dark Knight movies. So they couldn't even find a good photo of him when he's dressed up like this to use for this case file card. The other three are honestly pretty good. The one I thought I was going to like the least was Two-Face, and I'm warming up to him. Even though the human side of him doesn't look quite like Aaron Eckhart, it's okay enough. The burnt side of him is more than gruesome enough to make up for it, so I like that. The data card is kind of inaccurate. It's like whoever wrote it just Googled what happened to Two-Face instead of what happened to Two-Face in the movie, because he said he was burnt by acid instead of burned by gasoline like happened in the movie. So that's kind of a dumb oversight that I'm surprised they did. I really like this Batman. I think there's definitely a great likeness to Christian Bale in the parts of him you can see. I'm glad he comes with so many accessories. It's just kind of pointless because he can only hold on to one of them at a time. So I would have liked to, instead of maybe a fist or instead of 3 batarangs, gotten a couple of alternate hands so that way he could hold stuff or do 2 fists. So it would have made more sense for him to come up with the alternate hands instead of Scarecrow. Joker is pretty solid. I think his grease paint on his face needed to be a little bit more messy and thinner, but it's okay. Definitely looks like a good resemblance to Heath Ledger. This guy, too, definitely could have benefited from having some alternate hands. Him having a fist is kind of weird. I don't think he hits people that much. And he definitely needed a knife or something, because he's always talking about how he got those scars and using like a little knife or a little scalpel or something. Would have made a lot more sense to have him come with that instead of this random small pile of money instead that he sets on fire in the movie. Yeah, it makes sense for him to have it, but ultimately, I mean, I guess I can definitely use this for like some toy photography of people robbing banks or using it for something, but still as an accessory, yeah, I would have rather gotten a couple alternate hands and a knife. I know we'll never get any guns per DC, but still, every Joker comes with a knife accessory, don't they? Now this Bane I'm really torn on. He's got a good likeness, he's got a good bulk, looks like he's got a lot of articulation, but he was really nerve-wracking to put together. He doesn't have anything here except for maybe like a pin holding this part of the torso and his lower part together. So just trying to shove these legs into them to be attached was really nerve-wracking because I thought I was going to snap whatever little thing is that's holding him. This torso is all just a thin rubber around, like I said, like one pin or something. I'm not really sure. I couldn't get in there to see, but it was really nerve-wracking. Same thing with the head. It's got a really long pin. I still don't think it's on there right because he's not really moving as properly as I would like him to. And then he does have a lot of skin, so it's very worrisome that something's going to get scratched and that's going to, ruin the look of his skin. Now, McFarlane loves doing alternate versions of these exact same figures and labeling them as a gold label. These all got like the Jokerized repaint where they were covered in like Joker paint. It's kind of stupid. Joker got a couple of repaints and a different body of him doing the bank robbery. The most frustrating one, though, is there is a version with Bane where they give him his coat, and I'm pretty sure that's his only difference. So it's like you could buy this whole wave to complete it, or you could just have gotten that deluxe version where he comes with his big old coat, which sucks because he kind of looks better with the coat and you wouldn't have to worry so much about the arms getting scratched up. And then mine also had, I think, a really thick peg for this hand. I'm really worried about moving it and taking this hand off. I tried to put one of the other ones on and it didn't seem like it would fit. So that's concerning. I think he's going to be kind of stuck with this hand, unfortunately. So is this wave worth getting? I think at least these three are Batman, Joker, and Two-Face. If you can find somebody selling the gold label of Bane for a decent price, then you could just buy that already completed figure, maybe sell off the build-up parts if you need to. They really need to do a different version of the Scarecrow. He's barely in this straitjacket coat in the movies. He's really only ever in a suit and this mask for the majority of the time when he's on the screen. So that's the version I think we could have gotten and probably would have been cheaper to make instead of just, this sculpting this coat. Could have just given us Two-Face's body and put the Scarecrow head on it. Would have been super cheap. So yeah, 3 out of 4 figures are great. Okay, build a figure. Lame Scarecrow. Alright, next time on my build video, we are going to be doing a Pokemon build, but we're going to be diving into one a little bit different. I got one of these motion sets for Christmas. It's not really something that I've delved into. Most of them have just been the building models. I wasn't too impressed with the gimmick, but this one was honestly probably the one I would have gotten if I bought any of them. And since I got it for Christmas, well, I got to build it. Because this Pikachu looks pretty awesome. Like, the silhouette and the body look great. So I'm looking forward to see how the motion effects work with it. So until then, stay safe. Happy hunting.